Dear children, welcome to my first session of Chapter 12, Structured Query Language. A query language helps users to communicate with the DBMS. A structured query language is a standard programming language to access and manipulate databases. SQL allows the users to create, retrieve, alter, and transfer information among databases in a RDBMS. RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. Next, we will see the versions of SQL. The first version was called SQL in early 1970s. The original version developed at IBM's Research Center. The next version was in 1986, published by ANSI. Then came the updated version in 1992. The latest version of SQL in 2008. There are several RDBMS packages. The one which is followed for your syllabus is MySQL. MySQL is a RDBMS. It is available as a part of WAMP software package. WAMP stands for Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. Let us see how to work with MySQL. Download WAMP based on system configuration and install in your computer. Log on to MySQL console as root user. In this window, enter password appears. No need to enter password, just press enter key. MySQL prompt appears from where you can enter the SQL commands. Our first task is to create a new database. The command to be used is create database, database name, semicolon. For example, create database school, semicolon. There may be several databases created by different users. In order to work with your database, you have to next give the command use database name semicolon, which will be use school semicolon. SQL commands are divided into 5 components. DDL, data definition language. DML, data manipulation language. DCL, data control language. TCL, transaction control language. DQL, data query language. Data definition language. DDL consists of SQL commands used to define the database structure or schema. There are 4 commands under DDL. Create, to create a table in the database. Alter, to alter the structure of the database table. Drop, to delete tables from the database. The drop command removes the table structure. Condition for dropping is that the table must be empty. Once you drop a table, you cannot get it back. The 4th command under DDL is truncate, to remove all the records from a table. Truncate command retains the table structure and releases the space occupied by those records. The second component is DML, data manipulation language. DML consists of SQL commands used to add, remove, and modify data in a database table. Under DML, the first command is insert. to insert data into a table. Update, to update existing data in a table. Delete, to delete records from a table but not the space occupied by them. The third component of SQL is Data Control Language, DCL. DCL consists of SQL statements used to control the access of data stored in a database. There are two commands under DCL. Grant, to grant permission to one or more users to perform specific tasks. Revoke, to withdraw the access permission given by the grant statement. The fourth component of SQL is Transaction Control Language, TCL. TCL consists of SQL statements used to manage transactions in the database. There are three commands under TCL. Commit, to save any transaction into the database permanently. Rollback, to restore the database to its last commit state. Save point, to temporarily save a transaction so that you can roll back. The fifth component of SQL is Data Query Language, DQL. DQL consists of SQL commands used to query or retrieve data from a database table. There is only one command under DQL, which is select command, to display records from a table. So once again, I will review the components of SQL. The commands under DDL are create, alter, drop, truncate. Under DML, insert, update, delete. Under DCL, grant, revoke. Under TCL, commit, rollback, save point. Under DQL, select. The next topic is data types in SQL. Data types in SQL are classified into three categories: string, numeric, date and time. String types: char, fixed with string value, size can be 0 to 255, default value of size is 1. Varchar, variable width character string, size can be 0 to 65,535. Numeric types: decimal, P, S. P represents the total number of digits allowed in this column. S represents the number of decimal places after the decimal point. Fixed point number: the maximum number of digits may exceed the precision argument. Numeric P, S. Fixed point number: the maximum number of digits may not exceed the precision argument. Integer: it represents a number without a decimal point. Here the size argument is not used. Small int: it is same as integer, but the default size may be smaller than integer. Float of n: floating point number in base 10 exponential notation, may define a precision up to a maximum of 64. Real: it is same as float except the size argument is not used, may define a precision up to a maximum of 64. Double, P, S. Same as real except the precision may exceed 64. Next we will see the elements in SQL statements: keywords, commands, clauses, arguments. Keywords have a special meaning in SQL. Commands are instructions given by the user to the database. Clauses begin with a keyword and consist of keyword and argument. Arguments are the values given to make the clause complete. I have come to the end of this session. In this session, you learned how to open MySQL prompt and then the components of SQL, data types in SQL, elements in SQL statements. That's all in this session. Thank you.